Hello and thanks for joining us. This is the Signature 30 Minutes. I am Marvelous Obomanu. In the headlines, Nigerian Institute of Leather and Science Technology calls for partnership with Nigerian Army. Cleric urges Muslim faithfuls to observe Ramadan. Nigerians speak on Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board's new policy. And now the details. The Director General, Nigerian Institute of Leather and Science Technology, NILEST, Professor Mohammed Yakubu, has called on the Nigerian Army to continuously partner with the Institute for quality service delivery. The Director General made a call when he paid a working visit to the Nigerian Army headquarters on Wednesday in Abuja. Ohaneze has thrown its weight behind Ebubeagu, the new security outfit proposed by the Southeast governors. The President General of Ohaneze, Ambassador George Obiozo, made this known at the Enugu State Secretariat of the organization while speaking to journalists. He noted that Ohaneze will continue to support any idea aimed at economic development, security and development of Igbo land, but insisted that as an organization they will not support anything capable to expose Igbo land to harm, war or conflict. He called on the Nigerian political leaders to make careful choices on how to solve Nigeria's problem, while urging the federal government to embrace the values of justice, equity and fairness. He said no government should get to the point where citizens will feel uncomfortable or doubtful about its decisions on the matter of national interest. He declared that there is no man's land in Igbo land, and then that land is a very sensitive issue because the land has owners, including some Igbo deities. Islamic cleric Imam Sharifuddin Alagan has urged Muslims to dedicate their time of fasting in this period of Ramadan. The Imam said Ramadan is a period of running away from sins and every act that defies a Muslim. The Muslim cleric who spoke to Signature TV in Abuja said that Ramadan is a period of promotion, reflection, charity, almsgiving, and period of unity and togetherness.
We are expected as Muslims to fast compulsorily in the month of Ramadan, and the period of fasting is from the dawn till sunset. And fasting is all about total abstinence from drinking and eating and anything we know under Sharia that can vitiate fasting from the dawn till sunset.
The month of Ramadan is the 9th month in the Muslim calendar, a month which Allah declared fast for the Muslim faithful. Imam Sharifuddin reminded Muslims that Ramadan fast is a period when good deeds are rewarded and therefore urged Muslims to take this fasting period serious, as Allah will reward everyone that diligently observed the fasting.
In the issue of Ramadan, number one is the 9th month of Islamic calendar and is the holiest month to the Muslims all over the world. In Quran 2, verse 185, Allah the Most High mentioned the issue of Ramadan by saying, "O you believe, fasting has been decreed for you the way it was decreed for the people before you, so that you can attain piety, so that you can achieve piety, so that you can become pious Muslims." So fasting is required to be seen and to be known as a great month, and Muslims are expected to fast compulsorily. Obligatory fasting is in the month of Ramadan.
The Ramadan fast began on Tuesday, the 13th day of April 2020, and millions of Muslims across the world observes the fast. The Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board, JAMB, says the use of email to register for Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination (UTME) and direct entry would no longer be necessary. JAMB says only the use of any of the parents' phone numbers will be demanded from candidates. As Nigerians debate the merits and demerits of the new policy, Signature TV correspondent Brenda Etta went to the streets of Abuja to get the opinion of ordinary Nigerians.
A lot of the people that write JAMB, a good number of them are within the teenage bracket. A lot of them don't even have access to mobile phone for now. So if they should push forward with such policy, that means a lot of the people that intend to write JAMB will be likely cut off.
Nigeria is a place whereby you wake up one morning and you see one policy. Unfortunately, we'll be doing a lot of trial and error. JAMB coming up with this policy right now, I don't think this is the best time, because there are those in the villages where you hardly have network going through. So if they implement such rules right now, sticking a child to the particular parent's phone, what about those who don't have phone? Does it mean they won't does it mean they won't write JAMB?
The new policy is not going to work out well, because if you have 4 children that are going to school at the same time, and as a father or a mother, the father uses his own phone number for one of the child, and the mother uses her own phone number for the second child. So what happened to the remaining 2?
Really, I don't think it can survive in Nigeria, because in Nigeria there is supposed to be a kind of setting whereby you bring some policies that can work. But for this particular one, I don't see it working at all, because some of our younger ones that are coming up, they will even find it difficult to further their education.
It's not favorable at all, because when one has more than 2-3 children and they are still going to go under the same process of registering of JAMB, you see that there's going to be an issue of registration when the time comes. And this country as well is not really helping matters.
Gunmen on Thursday killed 6 and injured 3 persons in the Werek community of Plateau State. This is coming just a week after the killing of 8 persons at a mining site in Kuru community in Riyom, also in the same local government area. The lawmaker representing Riyom local government area and the State House of Assembly, Timothy Datong, while confirming the report to newsmen on Friday, said that they had heard that there would be an attack in the community, but the people went about their normal business without fear. Bandits who abducted 39 students from the Federal College of Forestry Mechanization at Faka in a Gabi local government area of Kaduna State have begun direct negotiations with the parents of the students. A security expert in the state, Abel Abudu, who confirmed it, stated that the bandits are reaching out to individual parents and demanding ransom from them since the refusal of Governor Nasiru El-Rufai and his government to negotiate with them, and vowed to prosecute anyone who does. One of the parents also confirmed that the bandits called him and permitted him to speak with his daughter, who cried out and pleaded for the ransom to be paid, otherwise she would be dead. While another parent stated that the bandits threatened him with never seeing his child again unless he and the other parents mobilized 500 million naira for their release. The Nigeria Union of Local Government Employees, NOGA, has threatened to go on strike if the National Assembly fails to stop the passage of a bill seeking to delist local governments from the 1999 Constitution. Speaking on behalf of the union on Thursday in Enugu, the NOGA National President, Comrade Ambali Olatunji, said scrapping the local government system will plunge more Nigerians into poverty, unemployment and misery. Describing the bill as wicked, devilish and anti-people, NOGA, however, urges the lawmakers to enact laws and pass bills that will promote the welfare of Nigerians, generate employment and create wealth. Also speaking at the briefing, the NOGA National Vice President, Southeast Patrick Igwe, and Enugu State Chairman of the Union, Kenneth Ugweze, urged all local government employees across the country to pray against those who want to disengage them and ruin their lives. He expressed surprise that at the moment some people are clamoring for local government autonomy and the need for grassroots-based governance. Someone is thinking otherwise. The bill sponsored by Honorable Solomon Bob is awaiting second reading and seeks to empower the State House of Assembly of each of the 36 states of the Federation to create local government. The National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control, NAFDAC, says the 7-day warning strike by its workers under the auspices of the Medical and Health Workers Union of Nigeria will soon be called off. In a chat with journalists on Friday, NAFDAC resident media consultant Sayo Akintola explained that the Director General Professor Major Sola Adeyeye has enjoyed a good working relationship with the union and its members since she assumed office. He, however, expressed the displeasure of the Director General with the union beginning a strike when a meeting was already scheduled with the management of the agency for next Tuesday. He condemned the action of the union leaders in preventing senior management staff from gaining access to their offices. The workers' union is demanding payment of promotion arrears owed its members for 2018 and 2019 promotions, upward review of job-specific allowances in line with the minimum wage, immediate payment of all pending financial claims, better working environment, immediate resumption of payments of suspended severance allowances to retirees, better modalities in the payment of COVID-19 palliatives, among other demands. The Enugu State Water Corporation says it has commenced the recruitment of 100 staff for the State Water Corporation. This was contained in a statement made available to journalists in Enugu. The company disclosed that it was in furtherance of the determination of Governor Ifeanyi Ugwuanyi to reposition and tackle the prevailing challenges in the state water sector. Managing Director of the corporation, Engineer Martin Okwo, said many workers of the corporation lack modern skills to drive the current utility concern for optimal result. He said the corporation is understaffed following the retirement and death of several workers, noting that their replacements have not been carried out over the years. Enugu State recently experiences a shortage in water supply, which led to the dissolution of the SY Water Board executive and the engagement of the engineer Martin Okwa led the team, with a mandate to resolve water challenges in the state. Some parts of Port Harcourt and its environs have been thrown into darkness following the explosion of a power transmission station in Rivers State. The explosion, which occurred at the Afam Power Station in the Oyibo local government area of the state, owned by the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, leaves the Port Harcourt Electricity Distribution Company partly shattered. The explosion was confirmed in a statement by the acting manager of Port Harcourt Electricity Distribution Management, Chioma Aninwe. She said that efforts were being made by the Port Harcourt Electricity Distribution Company and the Transmission Company of Nigeria to restore power supply to the affected areas, while urging members of the public to remain patient. And now moving over to business. The National Bureau of Statistics report shows that food prices pushed Nigeria's inflation to 18.17% in March 2021. Nigeria's inflation has risen 15.75% in December, 16.47% in January, and 17.33% in February. The report released on Thursday showed that food inflation rose by 22.95% in March compared to the 21.29% recorded in February and the 20.57% witnessed in January. High food prices have driven Nigeria's inflation to 17.33% in February 2021 amidst monetary intervention. Inflation has now risen in the last 19 consecutive months due to the outbreak of the COVID-19 pandemic. According to the Central Bank of Nigeria, the country has also been plagued with lingering insurgency, kidnapping, and banditry, which have complicated prices of foods. Thursday's inflation figures were the highest since the 17.78% recorded in February 2017. Core inflation was majorly driven by prices of passenger transport by air, medical services, miscellaneous services, passenger transport by road, and hospital services. Before we end the news, a recap of our major stories. Nigeria Institute of Leather and Science Technology calls for partnership with the Nigerian Army. Muslim cleric urges the faithful to observe Ramadan. Nigerians speak on JAMB's new policy. Please do well to stay safe, maintain physical and social distance, and wear your nose masks while going about your daily activities. And that's the signature 30 minutes. On behalf of my producer, Anita Eze, I am Marvelous Obomano. Thanks for watching.